Let's face it, budget smartphones have changed. 3 years ago, $350 meant laggy screens, weak cameras, and plastic frames pretending to be metal. But now, that same budget can get you a phone that actually performs. Fast processors, smooth OLED displays, decent cameras, even some gaming chops. In this expert ranking, we'll walk you through the 10 best smartphones you can buy right now for under $350. No recycled models, no overhyped specs, just real contenders that deliver day-to-day performance, solid battery life, and modern features without breaking the bank. We've looked at chipset efficiency, thermal control, camera tuning, build quality, and long-term usability, so you don't have to guess what's worth your money. Whether you're into mobile gaming, Instagram shots, or just want a phone that feels fast and last the day, this list has something for you. So sit back, hit that like if you're serious about smart buys, and let's kick off our countdown of the top 10 smartphones under $350.
Kicking off our list is the OnePlus Nord N30, a device that proves you don't need to sacrifice performance for price. Powered by the Snapdragon 695, this phone delivers surprisingly smooth multitasking and even handles mid-tier gaming with ease. Its 120Hz LCD display is sharp and responsive, making it ideal for browsing, scrolling, or casual gaming. The standout feature? A massive 5,000 mAh battery paired with 50-watt fast charging, a rare combo in this price class. You also get 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, with expansion via micro SD. The 108-megapixel main camera delivers decent daylight shots with good detail, though low-light results are a bit inconsistent. On the downside, there's no ultra-wide, and the plastic build doesn't scream premium. The LCD panel, while fast, lacks the deep contrast of OLED. Still, for the price, the Nord N30 strikes a strong balance of speed, endurance, and simplicity, perfect for users who want reliability without overpaying.
At number 9, the Galaxy A15 5G stands out as one of Samsung's most refined budget devices. Its bright Super AMOLED display with 90Hz refresh rate is a clear visual upgrade over most phones in this class. Colors pop, blacks are deep, and even outdoor visibility holds up surprisingly well. Under the hood, the MediaTek Dimensity 6100 Plus may not win benchmarks, but it handles daily apps, navigation, and light gaming without major hiccups. Battery life is solid thanks to the efficient chip and 5,000 mAh capacity, easily lasting over a full day. Samsung software support is another plus. You're getting regular updates and a polished One UI experience even at this price point. However, the device isn't perfect. The build is all plastic, the mono speaker is weak, and while the main 50-megapixel camera is acceptable in daylight, night shots lack clarity and detail. There's also no ultra-wide lens, limiting versatility. Still, if you're after a reliable AMOLED phone with strong battery life and long-term updates, the A15 5G is a smart bet.
Sliding into 8th place, the Motorola G Stylus 5G offers something few phones at this price point even attempt: a built-in stylus. While not a flagship-grade pen, it's surprisingly useful for quick notes, doodling, or navigating with precision. But the real win here is balance. A Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 chip, 8 GB of RAM, and 256 GB of storage provide more than enough headroom for everyday use and moderate multitasking. Its 6.6-inch 120Hz display is fluid and punchy, even if it's just LCD, and the software experience remains clean and bloat-free, something Motorola consistently gets right. The 5,000 mAh battery easily lasts the full day, and 30-watt fast charging adds convenience. On the flip side, the camera system is basic. The main shooter is fine in daylight, but lacks sharpness in low light, and the ultra-wide lens feels more like a checkbox than a feature. Also, Motorola's update policy can't match Samsung's. Still, if you value storage, a stylus, and a smooth user experience, this phone hits a unique niche in the budget segment.
7th place goes to the POCO X6, a true value monster that redefines what you can expect in the sub-$350 range. The showpiece here is the 6.67-inch 1.5K AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh and up to 1800 nits peak brightness, easily one of the best screens in its class. Everything looks sharp, smooth, and vibrant, whether you're watching HDR videos or gaming. Under the hood, the Snapdragon 7S Gen 2 delivers solid mid-range power. Paired with 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of fast UFS storage, the phone handles multitasking, social apps, and even heavier games like Genshin Impact on medium settings. MIUI has matured, offering fluid animations and tons of customization. However, the camera setup is average. The 64-megapixel main shooter is decent in daylight, but lacks flagship-grade detail and struggles in low light. There's also no OIS or 4K video. Plus, software updates aren't POCO's strongest side. Still, for display quality, performance, and storage, this is one of the best all-rounders under $350 right now.
At number 6, the Google Pixel 7 brings flagship software and photography to the sub-$350 market if you catch it on sale. Powered by Google's in-house Tensor G2 chip and backed by 8 GB of RAM, it delivers smooth performance across the board, from multitasking to AI-powered features like real-time transcription and voice typing. The real highlight, though, is the camera. With just 2 lenses, a 50-megapixel main and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide, the Pixel 7 consistently outshoots competitors with more sensors. Photos are sharp, balanced, and incredibly consistent, even in low light. Night sight and computational photography remain unmatched at this price. Its 6.3-inch OLED display isn't the brightest or fastest, 90 Hz max, but it's sharp and color accurate. Build quality is excellent too, with Gorilla Glass Victus and IP68 water resistance, rare in this price tier. Downsides? Battery life is good, but not exceptional, and the Tensor chip can run warm under load. Also, storage isn't expandable. Still, for pure Android, regular updates, and the best camera under $350, the Pixel 7 sets a high bar.
Fifth on the list is the Galaxy A25 5G, a phone that doesn't scream for attention, but quietly nails all the basics. You get a bright and vivid 6.5-inch Super AMOLED display with 120 Hz refresh rate, smooth, colorful, and clearly ahead of most rivals in this price bracket. It's perfect for content consumption and daily use. Performance is handled by the Exynos 1280, not a powerhouse, but fast enough for social apps, streaming, and light gaming. The phone feels stable thanks to Samsung's well-optimized One UI, and most importantly, you're guaranteed several years of updates, which is rare under $350. Battery life is excellent. The 5,000 mAh cell easily lasts all day, and 25-watt charging helps you top up fairly quickly. The 50-megapixel main camera performs well in daylight, with good dynamic range and reliable processing. There's also OIS, a rare bonus at this price, which helps in low-light shots and video stability. Downsides? The plastic frame feels less premium, and the ultra-wide camera is underwhelming. Also, no charger in the box. But if you want a well-rounded phone with a great screen, good software, and long-term support, the A25 5G is a smart, safe pick.
At number 4, the Redmi Note 14 Pro 5G shows exactly how far Xiaomi is willing to push boundaries in the mid-range space. You get a 6.67-inch Crystal Res AMOLED display that's not just bright, it hits a ridiculous 3000 nits peak with 1.5K resolution and every certification under the sun, from Dolby Vision to TUV circadian friendly. Scrolling and gaming feel next-gen smooth thanks to 120 Hz refresh and a 480 Hz touch sampling rate that rivals high-end flagships. But this phone isn't just display muscle. It's running the brand new Dimensity 7300 Ultra, a 4nm chipset that feels sharp and efficient in real-world use, whether you're switching apps, playing demanding games, or recording 4K video. Speaking of video, the 200-megapixel main sensor with OIS is paired with Xiaomi's latest camera tricks, motion tracking, film modes, steady video, giving you stunning flexibility at this price. It's backed by a large sensor and multi-frame processing that puts most budget cameras to shame. Add in IP rating level polish, stereo speakers, an under-display fingerprint reader, and a clean, modern design, and the Note 14 Pro delivers an experience that feels anything but budget. It's not perfect, there's no micro SD slot, and you'll want to double-check 5G band compatibility in the US. But if you're on a supported carrier, it's one of the sharpest picks in the game.
Third place belongs to a phone that doesn't rely on flashy specs or aggressive marketing because it doesn't need to. The Pixel 7a is all about delivering a refined, intelligent smartphone experience that just works. You get Google's custom Tensor G2 chip, meaning not only strong performance for daily tasks, but also access to advanced AI features like on-device voice typing, real-time translation, and smarter image processing, all built into the OS. But what really seals the deal is the camera. With just a 64-megapixel main sensor and 13-megapixel ultra-wide, the Pixel 7a consistently produces flagship-grade shots that outperform most mid-range phones with triple or quad setups. Dynamic range, skin tones, night photography, it nails them all. And because this is Google, you're also getting years of guaranteed updates and a clean, bloat-free version of Android. The 6.1-inch OLED screen may not be the largest, but it's crisp and color accurate, now running at 90 Hz for smoother motion. Downsides? Battery life is decent but not exceptional, and the charging speed is slower than some competitors. Still, for photography lovers, minimalists, or anyone who values smart, stable performance over raw spec sheet hype, the Pixel 7a is hard to top at this price.
Sliding into second place is a phone that redefines what performance means under $350, the OnePlus 10T. With the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 at its core, this device doesn't just keep up with flagships, it outruns many of them. It's built to fly through everything: high FPS gaming, video rendering, multitasking with 10 apps at once, all without breaking a sweat. And it's not just about raw horsepower. The 6.7-inch flat AMOLED display is one of OnePlus's best ever. 120 Hz, HDR10+, 10-bit color with adaptive frame rate tech that keeps visuals sharp and smooth whether you're swiping through feeds or diving into Genshin Impact. Then comes the battery system: 4,800 mAh paired with 125W Super VOOC charging. That means from near empty to a full day's power in under 10 minutes. Literally. Even the charger itself is a monster, rated at 160W. The camera setup, centered around a 50MP Sony IMX766 sensor with OIS, performs solidly in most scenarios, though it's clearly tuned more for fast shooting than cinematic results. The ultra-wide lens covers more ground, but lacks the sharpness of the main sensor. There's no wireless charging, and it's single SIM only, which might matter for some. But as a pure performance-driven flagship killer with blazing speed, insane charging, and a buttery smooth display, the 10T is a second-place finisher that easily feels first.
Taking the crown at number 1 is the POCO X6 Pro, a phone that doesn't just aim to win the mid-range game, it flat-out dominates it. Powered by the blazing fast MediaTek Dimensity 8300 Ultra, built on a 4nm process, it crushes every benchmark in this category and even gives some flagships a run for their money. Paired with LPDDR5X RAM and UFS 4.0 storage, app loading, gaming, and multitasking feel lightning quick with no lag in sight. But it's not just about speed. The 6.67-inch AMOLED display delivers a 1.5K resolution at 120 Hz with Dolby Vision and HDR10+, offering sharpness and color depth that easily rivals phones twice the price. On top of that, POCO's HyperOS interface is light, responsive, and finely refined, a welcome upgrade over older MIUI bloat. Battery life? Excellent. The 5,000 mAh cell easily lasts a full day, and with 67-watt fast charging, you're back to 100% in under 45 minutes. The 64-megapixel main camera with OIS performs better than expected, detailed, stable, and great for social-ready content, even in tricky lighting. While it lacks a telephoto lens and doesn't offer wireless charging, these are minor trade-offs when you consider the sheer performance and polish on offer here. Bottom line, the POCO X6 Pro 5G is a spec monster disguised as a budget phone. It's the fastest, sharpest, and most complete smartphone you can buy today under $350. And in 2025, that makes it the undisputed number 1. So, there you have it, the 10 best smartphones you can buy right now without spending more than $350. We've covered everything from pure performance beasts to clean software minimalists, camera champions to ultra-fast chargers. And what's clear is that in 2025, budget no longer means compromise. You can get a phone that feels fast, looks premium, shoots great photos, and lasts all day without going anywhere near flagship pricing. Remember, every model in this list was
chosen based on real-world value, not marketing hype. No outdated chips, no fake quad cameras, just solid devices that deliver where it matters, and will keep delivering months or even years down the line. If any of these caught your eye, check the links below for current pricing. They may even be cheaper than you expect. And if you want more expert tech rankings just like this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because we're just getting started. This is Choice Top. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.